Hey guys, shadowjakker here doing a action figure review on Kingdom Hearts figure Sora Christmas. I'm doing everything about this figure. It comes with the decisive pumpkin keyblade, which is my favorite keyblade in all the story. Plus, he's in the final mix suit, which makes him even look better. So I'm going to open this bad puppy up and I'm gonna review him. Awesome. So, first thing that would be going on here is that this figure would be the No 2 series of the King Mickey figure and him. So basically this is probably my like 5th figure, but pretty much all my other Kingdom Hearts figures are like broken. So they didn't come right and I didn't feel like going through the whole entire process. The only one that I got fixed was Sora. So basically I'm hoping that this would be the best one I get. Get ready for the ultimate figure. Plus, I got him for a bundle. I got him for about $30 when he's actually like 40 or 34. I mean, it was probably like $4 more, but I picked the $30 one because there was a sale on him. So basically, I got the Japanese version because I went to the store and they had a whole bunch of cruddy versions. But anyway, this thing is awesome. This is probably the best figure I have ever gotten because of how sick he looks. Just by looking at him, you can say, wow, it's a pretty freaking awesome figure. You can tell by the tendency that he was sent in the mail, so you might want to make sure that his arms aren't so heated up because, he could have been through the mail a long time. So you just want to make sure that nothing's going to break, because I usually don't get luck with these figures, but, maybe sometimes I do. But anyway, these guys are like super skinny except for their clothing and everything, so don't get the feeling that their clothing won't be fitting. So anyway, back to the figure. Now his legs can go forward, as you can see here. I just got him, so his legs can go back really far. You can move him like from there because he's how am I gonna put this? Okay, he's got articulation in the back here, which is what I wanted. He can twist it all about. Yep. Plus, he's got the pointy shoes, which is awesome. It's freaking awesome, and he's in black, so it makes it even cooler for a toy like me. So anyway, you can move his legs forward. You cannot. You can actually move them kind of backwards. Didn't know that you can do that. You can move them backwards and everything. He's like wearing a belt, and he's basically wearing Santa's outfit, but in black. It's awesome. Articulation, the sculpt on this thing is like real. Like you look at it, you're like, what? You're like, what in the world? If I were you, I get this. This is like a 5 out of 5. I mean, I just opened it. 5 out of 5. I mean, look at this thing. No one has done on YouTube a review figure this close up to the figure. Look at it. It's just sick. And this is final mix Sora, so just to let you know. And if he's gonna have like a darker face because it's the story kind of. And his legs are ball jointed. Everything's ball jointed. You can move his head 360 and everything. Just make sure you're careful because he's wearing a hat. So, yeah. So let's get the Keyblade out. The decisive pumpkin Keyblade. If I were you, I would take real good care of this Keyblade, even though these are Play Arts figures. Every Keyblade I've had so far has broken, but I am seriously going to take care of this one. Why? It's because it has the Jack Skellington and everything, and this is just the decisive pumpkin, and it's pretty heavy, This is actually kind of heavy. Most people don't know what the actual, what the actual thing is, but anyway. It's got 0 at the bottom, yeah, as you can see. It's got these jack-lanterns on there too. It's basically like the real keychain. Jack Skellington, and it's got this little monster thing with a mouth at the top there. But, yeah, this is basically a candy cane on a stick, Keyblade. But, this is called the Decisive Pumpkin Keyblade. Now, let's see what it looks like on Sora. Because this is the only Sora figure that actually has thick. These are thick leggings. Like, they're not, like, actual, like, made, fabric, like, which is bad. Why would I say it's bad? Because, how would I say it? Um, gosh, I'm, like, blanking out here. How would I say it? It's because you can't really move Sora's legs that much because he's wearing like these baggy clothing. But if they make it thick plastic, that means they can give him the ability to move his legs at a decent pace. Because I have a Roxas figure and he's actually the one with the best articulation and everything. Oh yeah, and I waited 2 days for this guy. I mean, I just went to the game store yesterday and they had him, or this comic book store. And they were like, "Oh, we have the Sora." They had two of them, $34. I was like, "Wow, that's a ripoff." I got him for 30. Um, only thing is I don't know if Sora's gonna be able to keep these in his hand because they made them a weird way where they keyblades don't stay in their hand. They just make them hands like this, and it just stays in there. But anyway, so yeah, there he is. Sculpt on this thing. Everything's a 5 out of 5. Everything, like I mean everything. And I know that you guys are probably wanting to see this. Just check me under my reviews for this because this is probably going to be the one of the reviews of I'm doing because next review I'm going to be getting a Crisis Core figure. Yeah, a Crisis Core figure, and it's going to be Cloud with his gun. He's coming in the mail, so I should be getting him soon enough. Now, the Sora figure is going to be, it's just my best figure I've ever gotten. I mean, no problems whatsoever. Finally, I opened a toy, and I get the feeling where I'd be like, finally, I get a toy that's actually not broken. Because, the white Mark VB that I reviewed in my last, review, his neck was actually broken. And I didn't know it until I just started twisting his neck around just to see if he was okay. It popped off and it won't stay on it. It's like what happened to my Noble 7 figure. This is like common now. This is the second time. But this has happened with his neck, not his waist joint. The neck part, like I'll give you an example, like where the ball joint is on the neck, where you can take the head off, and then there's the neck part. In there, the ball joint didn't have a crevice in there where it would hold the ball in. It just would go in there and it can just pop out. So what we did was we just super glued the bottom ball in there, not for it to be so loose. It just super glued it in there. And then the top part, which would be there's two ball joints, one in the neck here, one in the neck there. The one that everybody wants is the one that McFarlane gives him, which is right here, not the one in the top. But the top one can still move, so we actually just use that neck. So yeah, I don't have to take him back, and it's actually really cool. But anyway, back to the Sora. Detail-wise, no paint job errors. He's just marvelous. Marvelous. And he looks like just like the Sora from, they haven't made the Sora from Kingdom Hearts 2, which would be the English version where they made him in the, the suit in America, and then this is the suit and final mix for Japan. So, yeah. I went to the game store yesterday, and I know I'm talking too much, but I went to the game store yesterday, and I saw this guy, and he looks so much more different, because I think it's the American version that they made it in. It does not look anything like this. It may have the same body sculpt and everything, but the head is way different. The Keyblade looks way different. This is how it's supposed to be. This is just how the Keyblade is supposed to be, with every detail just right. He's perfect in its box. He is just marvelous and everything. Other thing would be that they had Sora, they had regular Sora, Final Form Sora, which I didn't want to get any of them because I looked at them. I'm like, why do they look so different? Because I've had Valor Form, which is like $100 now. I've had him. He broke. Because they're just cruddy made figures, but because they made them with the thick fabrics. But Roxas was the only one that survived, thankfully. I know I've had a lot of problems with him, and I'm not going to be playing with Sora like I did with all the other figures that I broke, because it was my fault because I was a kid and I didn't really care. I just liked the video game. But anyway, I'm not going to be playing with Sora because this guy is. I mean, Sora is just the way just the way he is. Because my favorite Keyblade in my favorite suit, just how it is. So that would be it. He can do this and that, twist it all about, twist, twist, and he can do that, and he can move this legs. He can twist his feet around, and he's got joints right there in his leg. Right there, and you can twist them, so that's pretty much it. And I'll see you guys later. So this is Shadowjakker doing it with Christmas Sora, and that'd be the review, and I'll see you guys later for the next one.